How to add another switch to existing two three-way switches. Install an appropriately sized junction box where the additional switch will be installed. An additional switch will be added from a junction box containing a cable from another three-way switch and a cable to the light outlet. The junction box of the three-way switch must be large enough to accommodate one more cable. Cable from another three-way switch. Cable to the light outlet. Sketch of the existing three-way system with the neutral wire in both switch junction boxes. Sketch of another switch added to two existing three-way switches in a lighting control system without a neutral wire in the added switch junction box. Run a 3-wire cable of the same gauge as the existing circuit from the existing switch from which the switch will be added to the junction box of the new switch. In this example, it will be a 14 3 non-metallic sheathed cable. Insert the cable into the junction box and secure it to the building structure within 12 inches from the cable entry point into the box. (14) 3 cable between junction boxes. Cable secured to the stud no more than 12 inches from cable entry into the junction box. Turn off the power. Remove the three-way switch from the junction box where the cable for the new switch will be added. The three-way switch will be replaced with a four-way switch after connecting the wires of the new cable to the wires in the existing three-way switch box. Disconnect the three-way switch. Wires in the junction box after disconnecting the three-way switch. 14. 3 cable from another three-way switch. 14. 2 cable to the light outlet. Spliced ground wire. Spliced neutral wire. Hot wire from the cable to the light outlet. Hot traveler wires from the cable from another three-way switch. Open the knockout in the junction box. Insert the cable into the box and secure the cable to the building structure within 12 inches of the cable entry point into the junction box. Cable inserted. Cable secured to the stud no more than 12 inches from the point of cable entry into the junction box. Remove the cable sheath. Cable sheath removed. The cable sheath should extend no less than 1/4 inch into the junction box. 14. 2 nm cable wires. White, neutral wire. Bare, ground wire. Black, hot wire. 14. 3 nm cable wires. White, neutral wire. Bare, ground wire. Black, hot wire. Red, hot wire, second. Connect the ground wire, bare, from the newly added 14, 3 nm cable to the existing spliced ground wires, and once connected insert the connected wires into the junction box, leaving the pigtail outside the box. Spliced ground wires inserted into the box. Insert the neutral, white wires that were pulled out of the box into the junction box. Neutral wires inserted. Gather together the hot wire, black, from the cable to the light outlet and the hot wire, black, from the newly added cable, then connect them with a wire nut. Connected hot wires. 3 to 5 twists are sufficient to avoid damaging the cable insulation. Insert the spliced wires into the junction box. Trim the remaining wires from the newly added cable to no less than 6 inches long. Strip about 1/2 inch of insulation from the ends of the wires, and make a loop in the end of each wire. Loop at the end of the wires. Use electrical tape or other means to change the color of the neutral, white wire to the hot wire, as this wire will no longer be the neutral wire. The white wire will now become the traveler wire, hot. 4-way switch, rear view. Ground terminal, green screw. Hot input terminals, black screws. Hot output terminals, gold screws. The two traveler wires disconnected from the previously installed 3-way switch now form one set of traveler wires which should be connected to the input terminals, black screws, of the 4-way switch. Two traveler wires from the newly added cable to the new switch junction box, which should be connected to the output terminals, gold screws, of the 4-way switch. Also trim the ground pigtail wire to desired length, not less than 6 inches, and make a loop at its end. Loop made at the end of a ground wire. Connect the ground wire, bare, from the junction box to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Ground wire connected. Connect one of the traveler wires, black in this example, from the cable running from the first 3-way switch to one of the input terminals, black screw, of the 4-way switch. Wire connected. Connect the other traveler wire, red, from the cable running from the first 3-way switch to the other input terminal, black screw, of the switch. Another traveler wire from the same cable is connected. Both wires of the same cable as a pair must be connected to either the input, black screws, or the output, gold screws, switch connection terminal. It does not matter whether a pair of wires from one of the two cables is connected to the input or output connection terminal, and the wires, red or black, from the same pair can be connected to the same terminal, input or output, in any order for the switch to operate properly. Connect one of the travel wires, red in this example, from the cable to the added new switch to one of the output terminals, gold screw, of the switch. Wire connected. Connect the other traveler wire, white marked black, from the cable to the new added switch to the other output terminal, gold screw, of the switch. Other wire connected. For consistency, the black wires from both cables can be connected to one side of the switch, and the red to the other. But as a pair from the cable, black and red, they must be connected to the same terminal, input, or output. Wires as a pair from the same cable to the same 4-way switch terminals can be connected in any order. Insert the wires into the junction box. Make sure the ground wire does not touch any of the hot screws of the switch. Wires inserted. For the switch to operate properly, make sure that wires from the same cable are connected to the input or output terminal as a pair. Secure the switch to the junction box, level it and install the switch wall plate. Switch installation complete. 14. 3nm cable to connect to a 3-way switch that was previously disconnected and replaced with a 4-way switch. Remove the cable sheath. Strip the ends of the wires about 1/2 inch and make a loop at the end of each wire. Loop at the end of each wire. 3-way switch, rear view. Ground terminal, green screw. Hot, common, terminal, black screw. Hot terminals for traveler wires, gold screws. Wires from the junction box that will be connected to the 3-way switch. Ground, bare, wire that should be connected to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Hot, black, wire that should be connected to the common hot terminal, black screw, of the switch. Hot, white and red, wires that should be connected to the traveler wire terminals, gold screws, of the switch. Mark the white wire as the hot wire, which is no longer the neutral wire, with electrical tape or other means. White wire marked as hot wire. Connect the ground wire, bare, from the cable to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Ground wire connected. Connect the hot wire, black, from the cable to the hot common terminal, black screw, of the switch. Hot wire connected to the common terminal of the switch. Connect one of the hot traveler wires, red in this example, but it doesn't matter which one is connected first, from the cable to one of the hot traveler wires terminals, gold screw, of the switch. Connected one traveler wire, red. Connect the second hot traveler wire, white marked black, from the cable to the other hot traveler wire terminal, gold screw, of the switch. Second hot traveler wire, white marked black, connected to the switch. Secure the switch to the junction box, level it and install the switch wall plate. Restore power and test the light control system for proper operation. If this video is helpful, please subscribe. Comments are welcome.